Hello, citizens, council, and the chair. I'm Graham Jeffries. I'm a constituent of Ward 6 and formerly Ward 7 on Hamilton Mountain. I come before you today to speak on my personal experience with transit and the benefits of reliable and rapid user-focused transit systems, such as LRT and BRT in Hamilton. Sorry. I've passed up the opportunity numerous times, was being misrepresented or completely ignored by my councillors. Even to this day, and despite refusing to ride transit to understand user experiences, my councillors speak misinformation to constituents. My voice and my experiences are valid, and I can say after riding transit across Canada and the Greater Lakes states for nearly 2 decades, mountain users have the most to gain of all users when the two-line system is complete. More timely and reliable services reduce the 20-minute transfer times. Branch lights that feed out into communities from stations actualized BRT, raised and accessible boarding platforms, pre-boarding or tap-on payments, multiple door boarding, and nodal convenient stations. These are huge gains and benefits to the economy and a society that is growing and on the move. I've broken down my list of not too talked about points because I will not waste taxpayer dollars on bloating rhetoric. First, safety and accessibility. Raised platforms mean seniors and alternatively abled people are reduced or removed entirely. In Calgary, they had ramps. It was actually, for the need courtesy spots, we'll have them marked on the side. It makes it a lot easier for people. And if you've ever been on the bus and have to shuffle around, you know you're trying to be polite, but it's awkward, you won't have to do that. There's a lot of space. There are spots for people to wheel on and sit down comfortably, which also saves time. Stations have ramps and stairs, dedicated lanes with less interference or jutting out and causing traffic interference. Okay. Let's go here. So I'm going to bring up economic benefits. I'm wondering if all this, I don't know what to call it, all this back and forth debate that's been going on for 10 years has actually reduced the amount of investment opportunities that have happened in Hamilton. Have we scared away investors? Have we stopped developing our core? I honestly believe that had we developed the LRT plan along the same time with the investors by putting new housing stock in, that people aren't taking the old homes and gentrifying neighborhoods. We could keep our mixed neighborhoods where we all had shops, coffee shops, there was activities going on, and you would go to these places and meet people. It adds value. Times 2 is 30 minutes. For better transfers and quick and easy access to work. And I think we all know how much work means to people. Rebuttals what people were saying. New urbanism principles that develop vibrant communities by increasing densities in smart ways. By retail or commercial on the bottom and livable spaces above, which allows us to shop and be a part of a community, an actual community. We're not visitors.
Graham, 1 minute.
Okay, I will close. Adding more buses is just adding more buses to the road. You're going to add more cars. And in another 230,000 people are going to move in. Where are these buses going to go? We need dedicated lanes. There was talk about Bayfront Park. How are you going to get hundreds? When I was in Calgary, I worked for the Calgary Flames, and you could see thousands of people easily getting on LRT vehicles and jutting out within 5 minutes. Thousands of people. It is very effective. And one last point. And by not building LRT and BRT now, the city's plan is essentially stall potential development, add more traffic, add more pollution, and choke the ability of the core to remain competitive in this economy. We heard a lot of hype about investment proposals when LRT is announced. Could we get more of that going on? Thank you.
Well done. Any questions of Graham? Hearing not, thank you, Graham.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.